Imagine this. You open your eyes after a long sleep. The air smells strange. The ground beneath your feet isn't dirt, it's glass. A giant metal bird screams across the sky. Lights glow without fire. People talk to thin rectangles that glow in their hands. Now imagine you were born 2,000 years ago. What would you think? Would you believe you'd woken up in heaven or inside a terrifying curse? Tonight, we're diving into a question that bends time itself. What if someone from 2,000 years ago woke up in our world today? And trust me, you'll never look at modern life the same way again. Let's call him Marcus. Marcus lived in the ancient Roman Empire, around the year 25 AD. The world he knew was filled with candles, horses, and gods carved from stone. The tallest building he'd ever seen was maybe 6 stories high. Now, imagine Marcus suddenly wakes up in Times Square. The roar of cars, neon lights flashing everywhere. Digital billboards screaming faces, words, colors. He falls to the ground, clutching his chest, terrified. He sees people talking into little boxes, cars with no horses, doors that open without being touched. He might think he's surrounded by sorcery. And you know what? He wouldn't be wrong, not in his world's terms. I mean, think about it. Try explaining Wi-Fi to a Roman soldier. Yeah, it's invisible magic that sends cat videos through the air. Good luck with that, buddy. Now, Marcus would likely run, hide, or even drop to his knees in worship or fear. Every sound, every light, every machine would feel like thunder from the gods. He'd cover his ears when a jet passed overhead. He'd think a skyscraper was a temple to Jupiter. But as the panic fades, curiosity takes over. Humans adapt faster than we think. Within hours, Marcus would start observing. He'd touch glass windows. He'd stare at his own reflection in a car. He'd watch people walking, dressed in strange fabrics, eating from paper boxes, laughing at glowing screens. And deep down, he'd realize he's not in the heavens. He's still on Earth, only Earth has changed beyond recognition. Now imagine someone hands him a smartphone. The entire world's knowledge, 2 million times more than all the scrolls of Rome, right there in his palm. He sees moving images, a man talking from a glowing rectangle, a map that shows every street in the world. He might drop the phone thinking it's alive. And then he sees something else. A video of ancient Rome, of his time, his people, his world. That's when it hits him. The realization that everything he ever knew, everyone he ever loved, has turned to dust. Every god he worshipped, every empire he believed eternal, gone. The weight of 2,000 years crashes on him. That's not just confusion. That's heartbreak. But what if Marcus didn't just survive the shock? What if he tried to live here? What would happen next might surprise you. In the days that follow, Marcus begins to learn. He discovers running water, electricity, air conditioning, food that comes from boxes. He's amazed that people don't pray for rain anymore. They control it with irrigation and science. But he's also horrified. People no longer talk about honor, or gods, or family bloodlines. Instead, they talk about followers, likes, and algorithms. He hears about wars fought with machines that can destroy cities in seconds, diseases cured not by prayer, but by invisible chemicals. And deep down, he whispers to himself, have humans become gods? Or maybe he'd ask the most American question ever. Where's the nearest Starbucks? Because let's face it, one sip of caramel macchiato, and even a Roman might forget about the empire for a minute. Marcus soon realizes something deeper. Yes, people are more powerful than ever, but they're also more lonely than ever. In his time, people lived close. Families, neighbors, entire towns shared every meal. Here he sees people surrounded by thousands, yet talking to none. He watches couples sitting together, faces lit not by candles, but by phone screens. He'd wonder, how did the world advance so far, yet forget how to be human? That question would haunt him. One night, Marcus walks through a park. He looks at the stars, the same stars he saw 2,000 years ago. And for the first time since waking up, he smiles, because he realizes something beautiful. While everything around him has changed, some things never do. The sky, the wind, the sound of laughter, the feeling of love. The human heart is still the same. He might not understand our machines, our money, or our madness, but he understands our soul. If someone from 2,000 years ago woke up today, they'd see both a miracle and a tragedy. They'd see a species that conquered time, space, and death itself, yet still struggles to understand life. They'd see humans walking with the power of gods, yet still fighting the same ancient fears. And maybe, just maybe, they'd remind us of something we've forgotten. That progress isn't just about machines or money. It's about meaning. Because the future isn't just something that happens to us. It's something we choose every single day. So, what if someone from 2,000 years ago woke up in our world today? They'd probably be terrified at first. But after the shock fades, they might look around and whisper, "This is the world we dreamed of." And maybe we'd look back and whisper, "Then why does it still feel like something is missing?" If you want to dive deeper into questions like this, like what if gravity disappeared for 24 hours? Or what if humans lived forever? Click the video on your screen right now. And hey, if you love exploring the impossible, hit that subscribe button and join me for more mind-bending what-ifs that'll change the way you see the world and yourself. This is Imagine What If, where imagination meets reality.